Right. Oh, it's the keys. Right. Right. It's been a lot of things said by Paul on his videos, and people do message me about how many times I go to blunt his blades. For me, because it's all CNC processed, the planer thicknesser is one thing that I really do need to be able to get rough sawn timber actually onto the CNC so that it can be vac drawn down. And I kind of splurged in a big way. So this thing is good 350 kilos, and I need it to go here, and it's a bit of a mess. It will go here somewhere, but those things have got to move, unfortunately. The bobbin sander and the pillar drill are going to have to go into the void and I guess be pulled out onto the bench when I need it. They're light enough for me to do so. This tambour door unit is actually going to go to a friend of mine. He's recently bought an SLA printer. He doesn't know this yet, but in exchange for this, I'm going to ask for a few bits printed. The bin, just in the way. So yeah, this is where I think it's going to go. Do you remember that episode of Malcolm in the Middle and the intro prior to the theme song, or to the opening credits, whatever you call it, and Hal notices the light bulb's not working, so he goes to get a light bulb from the cupboard, and then the shelf for the light bulb falls down, and he realizes it's the bracket on the side, so he goes to get a screwdriver from the kitchen, then realizes that the drawer for that screwdriver was squeaky, so he goes to the garage to get a can of WD-40, and then realizes he needs to go to the shop because he's ran out. So then he goes to start the car to go to the shop, then the car doesn't start, so his wife Lois comes in and goes, "Oh, how have you replaced the light bulb?" And he's underneath the car with the engine out going, "What do you think I'm doing?" Well, that's kind of the situation I've got. Because the planer is sat outside and I cannot move 350 plus kilos by myself. My friend Matt has stupidly agreed to helping me move it, and afterwards we're going to move some of his stuff in exchange, I guess. But I need my van, and in typical fashion, apparently it's a common problem, but my mirror's fold out function has stopped working, and I think it's a wire inside the loom. So, and the manual says do not under any circumstances force them open, and obviously I can't drive with no mirrors, so I've got to fix that first. So we'll try and do that. So let me just show you the insides of this. We've got, I'm actually using a bit of earth cabling from the guitar, but it's long enough and it's only a signal, so it's fine. So I've got it plugged into pin 8, and then obviously it traces through the door and in through here, and I think there's a break here somewhere, and I cannot pull the grommet off enough. But I know, because you can see there's an additional cable that I've put through for puddle lights that I've put in. If I put this tin to a 7, look at that, it sends the signal. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up the door card, I'm going to cut it there, cut this one and put in a new wire, but I'm going to go get some proper automotive wire gauge cable stuff and do a proper job. It's the next day. Returned Matt, thank you Matt. So the machine is in, but of course I can't use it just yet. There's a bit of setup still to do. One of which, with the supplied power cable, without dropping everything, with the supplied power cable, it was only going to get so far from the, basically I was going to reuse the vac pump 16 amp outlet and then have my planer sat in the middle so that I could basically pull out the extractor, which is still on its own supply. And yeah, so one of the things I still need to do actually is buy probably 4 meters or 5 meters worth of 100mm ducting again, but because of the cable issue, just picked up some 2.5mm 3-core flexible. It's bugging me because it's in white and I couldn't get it in black. Now what I've got to do is put the fence on, all the safety features, and then there is a few little setup bits and pieces that I need to do in terms of dialing it in, planing it, getting everything nice and level. So time lapse of that. So I've made my new extension, and because of the length of it, I went from 1.5mm squared 3-core cable, flexi cable, to 2.5. Extended it because I'm going from here all the way to here, and of course typically the inlet is not here, it's on the other side, so that's cool. Then I went to start it up and it tripped the fuse, the breaker switch, to which I realized, because what I use for the vac pump, it is quite a high load. It's not immediate. It sort of builds up to the RPM of the vacuum pump, whereas something like the planer, immediate. It's so much more powerful. So now I'm gonna go to CEF, buy a breaker type C, which then I triple checked with Axminster and that's it, and it does actually state on the product page, type C breaker required. I just clearly didn't read.
Classic.
So yeah, but everything is, actually the table's nice and flat, didn't have to adjust anything. Fence is all good and very square actually. Oh, into Plymouth again. Done, completed, it's in, it works. I'm sure in future videos I'll be planing wood, so I don't really need to show that now, but it works. I've just coiled the cable at the back to try and keep it as close to the wall as possible. It does stick out, but hey ho, just gotta live with it. But yeah, this is a impromptu video. Thought it would be an interesting thing to see, because obviously it's never just buying a machine, it's all the little bits and pieces that go with it. Yeah, to extend that phrase, I'm still waiting on more 100mm ducting for the extractor, because it needs to be much longer to be able to go around, because obviously planing the inlet is there, but when thicknessing it goes onto the other side. So I need plenty of room. This machine's only really going to be used very infrequently. It's not going to be plumbed in all the time or anything, but a tool that I desperately needed to avoid blunting blades of another man. something I'm going to add in as you've all made it to the end of the video. Yeah, a little insight into the chaos that ensued. This planer was actually the second one that turned up because, insert image here, the first one tipped over. It's fine, it got sorted out. I'm a little bit behind with some of the work, but sometimes you just can't predict these things and you just got to make do. Without further ado, thank you for watching and bye.